Today's how to build is on The Simpsons. If you like this video, here are some other how to build videos you might enjoy. So as you may know, next Sunday, May 4th, there's going to be a special episode of The Simpsons, which is a crossover with the Lego world. So in honor of that, I thought I would build The Simpsons out of Lego. And since they have official Simpsons minifigures, I went right on to building sort of double fig scales. Since this is a longer video, there are links in the descriptions to skip ahead if you want to just see how to build one particular character. If not, let's get started building Maggie. These are the pieces you'll need to build Maggie's head. So start with one of these brackets that's a 1x2 with a 2x2 on the side. Get two of those actually. We're going to connect them in a weird way. So we're going to use some 1x1 bricks with stud on one side. Fill them out. Put some Technic half pins in the bottom. And then do the other bracket facing the other way. Now this is going to slide out a little bit every now and then, but it's the best way to connect these pieces the way we want them. So now let's do the front of Maggie's face here. So we'll use a jumper plate for the mouth, and then put a red 1x1 plate down there for her pacifier. Then some 1x1 round tiles with the printed eyes for her eyes. Quick side note about the eyes, I'm using the official Lego eyepiece here, but if you want to have a slightly more accurate Simpsons eye, you can take a regular 1x1 round tile and take a Sharpie and print a little dot right in the middle there. And that's going to look slightly more accurate, but depending on how good your penmanship skills are, might not look as nice as the eyes. So I have to go with the official eyes, but that's another option if you want your Simpsons to be even a little more accurate. So the rest of this is going to be a lot of cheese slopes. So I'm using these yellow cheese slopes, but those are a little harder to come by. You could also, if you can't get yellow, use these yellow-orange slopes. They blend in pretty well, and there's a lot of them in the new Mixels sets, so they're relatively easy to get in bulk. So take cheese slopes around the sides here. So 2 there, 2 here, and 4 on the back. And then across the top, I'm going to take a 1x2 plate in medium blue, stick it onto that top thing there, and then put cheese slopes. So that's supposed to be the bow in her hair. Not perfect, but the best I could figure out at this scale. These are the pieces you'll need to build Maggie's body. So Maggie's body is going to be built upside down, so start with 2 2x2 tiles in medium blue. Connect those with some upward slopes. I'm using 2 1x2 upward slopes. If you've got a 2x2, that works great too. 1x2 brick, 2x2 brick. Take a jumper plate, stick that here, then a 1x4 plate. Now there's 2 different options here for the arms. Sort of her standard arms I did were just 1x1 round bricks, and then 1x1 round plates in yellow on that. But she also has sort of that distinctive look where her arms are out to the side, so for that I'm going to use a 1x2 tile and a 1x1 yellow plate with clip on the side. 2 of those can replace her hands there. And then to connect her head, the only last piece we're going to do here is a jumper plate. So then we'll connect the head. And you can twist her body around from her arms, depending on whether you want her sort of trailing baby jumper thing that she's wearing to go behind her or to one side. And yeah, like I said, can switch in the arms based on which version you like, and you know what pose she's in. So let's move on to Lisa. These are the pieces you'll need to build Lisa's head. So start out with a 2x2 round plate. Then what we're going to use for the nose of all the Simpsons here is this 1x2 plate with a click hinge thing sticking out the front. Behind that, we'll do a regular 1x2 plate. On top of the nose, we're going to put some headlight bricks in yellow, of course. Then we're going to put some of those 1x1 eye tiles on the front. Make sure we got the eyes lined up how we want them. Behind that, we'll do a 1x2 brick. Then we're going to do these 1x2 to 2x2 brackets on each side. On the top, we'll do a 1x2 plate, and then a bracket on the back of the head. Then we're going to put a lot of cheese slopes on. So cheese slope in the back here, on the side, up there. We'll leave that spot open to be her ear. Across the top. On the side. Again, leave a spot open for her ear. And then on the back. Alright, so that's Lisa's head. I think it looks good and spiky. These are the pieces you'll need for Lisa's body. So these 2x2x2 slopes are perfect for Lisa's dress. If you've got two of those in red, combine them with a 2x2 plate up there. Across the top, we'll do these 1x2 plates with long handles on each side. For her arms, take a 1x2 tile, put two 1x1 plates with clips. Clip that on. For a more stable arm, you'd put a 1x2 plate under that, but I like the width of this arm, so. For her necklace, just do 4 1x1 white round plates. For her legs, take a 1x2 plate, put a red cheese slope on it. 2 yellow round plates in the back, and then a yellow round brick. Do another one of those. These will stick into the center of each of the slopes. Then you're going to stick the head on. And that is Lisa Simpson. Now let's move on to Bart Simpson. These are the pieces you'll need for Bart's head. Start with your 2x2 round plate. Then on the front, we're going to do a 1x2 plate. On the back, we'll do some headlight bricks to be his ears. Do this 1x2 plate with hinge on it off the front there for his nose. There's a link in the description of that piece if you'd like it. Some headlight bricks on the front. Then we'll connect those eye pieces and point them down so he doesn't look like a crazy person with his eyes going all googly off to the sides. Behind that, filling it in with some 1x1 round plates in yellow. Gives it more of a curved look for his head back there. So 4 of those. Then some 2x2 round plates on the top. And then at the very top, these 1x1 plates with clips on the top. 4 of those lined up for his distinctive hairstyle. So that is Bart's head. These are the pieces you'll need for Bart's body. So we're going to start from the ground up. 2 1x2 white plates. Put some blue cheese slopes on the front. Some 1x1 plates in blue. Then white 1x1 rounds on top of that. And yellow 1x1 round bricks for his legs. For his shorts, we'll take some 1x2 plates. Put a jumper plate on top. Stick that in the bottom of a 2x3 plate. Do that again. And then stick those on top of his legs. Then we'll do a 2x3 plate in red on top of that. Then some jumper plates and 1x2 tile. So on top of those jumper plates, we're going to take some 1x2 Technic bricks in red. Then we're going to put a 2x2 plate square on top of that and a round 2x2 plate on top of that. Now for the arms, we're going to take yellow Technic brick 1x1, 1x1 round brick, 1x1 square plate, stick a black Technic pin in, put a red cheese slope on the top, do 2 of those, put 1 on each side. And then last step, we'll connect the head to the body, and then we've got Bart Simpson ready to say, "Ay caramba," or "Eat my shorts," or whatever he says now. Those catchphrases are probably 20 years out of date. Man, I'm old. Now let's move on to Marge Simpson. These are the pieces you'll need for Marge's body. So start with some red headlight bricks. On top of that, put 1x1 square plate. And then some red cheese slopes. So I'm stealing the design for Sonic's feet here. Then put square yellow plates, and then a round yellow plate, and then a round yellow brick. Marge's body, start with a 2x3 lime brick. Put some 1x2 plates on the bottom of that. And it's important that they're 1x2 because what we're going to do is connect the hole at the top of the leg into that little peg in the center. So if you use a 2x3 plate, it won't have those things to connect to. Then we'll do a 2x3 brick on top of that. And then some jumper plates. And a 1x2 tile. For the next layer, we'll do 2x2 brick. Stick some 1x2 plates here, or a 2x2 plate if you've got one. Then do a 1x2 brick, and some headlight bricks, and a 1x2 tile on the front, and stick that on top. These are the pieces you'll need for Marge's arms and head. So start with a 2x2 plate. Do some 1x2 plates with handles on them, just like we did for Lisa. 1x1 plate with clip on the side. 1x2 plate and a 1x1 plate with clip on the side. Connect that all with a 1x4 tile. And if you run out of 1x4 tiles, use some 1x2 tiles and do another arm. Connect those onto the sides. For her necklace, we'll do some 1x1 round plates in red, 4 of those. Then for her neck, 2 round 2x2 plates. Then we'll do a square 2x2 plate. The same 1x2 plate with the hinge brick we've been using for the noses. Some headlight bricks behind that for her ears. Some headlight bricks in the front for her eyes. The eye tiles. And on the back of her head, this nice blue bracket here for the back of her hair. And then we'll build her hair next. These are the pieces you'll need for Marge's hair. So I'm about to show you a way to build Marge's hair that's very part intensive but looks really good. But I'll show you some other variations on this in case you don't have all these pieces. So start with a 2x2 square plate. Then let's get some Travis bricks. The color doesn't matter, they'll be hidden. I'm using some light gray ones. Then put a 1x1 round plate at the bottom of one of them. We're going to cover all the sides with square blue plates. Round blue plates would work well here also. Then we'll do 2 plates in between, and then another Travis brick with blue plates all around the sides. And square plate on the top. So this will all connect into the center there. Then we're going to take our 2x2 round plates. I found 8 of these in a Star Wars set that has a tank in it. Put a link in the description to that. And I had a couple others hanging out in my collection already. And then we're going to twist this Travis brick 45 degrees so that these are in different places. The best way to have these connect is you sort of have to have these little holes on the side overlap, because otherwise they sort of get in each other's way. And at the very top here, we'll take 2 of those 2x2 round plates, stick a 1x1 round plate in the very center there, and stick that whole kit and caboodle on the top. So now we're going to combine our 3 sections, move our arms down, put the hair on top, and there we have Marge Simpson in all of her glory. So let's look at another way to build Marge's hair. Start with 2 blue headlight bricks. Then get some of these 1x4 bricks with studs on the side in blue. Stick them like so. And now we're going to connect these with some plates. So 2x3 plate up there, 2x2 plate down here. Going to do the same thing on the side. And before we do that same thing on the other side, we're going to do this little weird internal thing. So get a 1x2 plate, stick 2 new style headlight bricks on it. The color of these pieces doesn't matter at all, actually. We're going to stick that inside like that. Oh wait, let's first do this. This 2x2 to 1x2 bracket in blue, stick that there. Then do that other weird internal thing. Now we can fill up this side with a 2x3 and a 2x2 plate. And then we're going to take 2x3 and 2x2, connect them with a 2x2 plate, and then stick that on the back here, so it'll connect to those 2 studs up there. Then this is another way you can do Marge's hair. It's obviously not as round as the other one, but it's got studs sticking out, which makes it look nice and poofy. Another option you've got is if you got some 2x2 turntables, stick some 2x2 bricks on top of that. Continue that pattern. Maybe top it off with a 2x2 round plate and 1x1. And then you can just sort of twist the turntables so that her hair is going in different directions there. It's obviously a little harder to keep in position, but it's another option for making her hair go all sort of poofy without actually having poofy pieces. You could also just do a bunch of 2x2 round bricks on top of each other. So I've got 4 of them, and then a plate and a stud at the very top. Not as good, but you know, if that's all you've got, that's all you've got. Last but not least, let's build Homer Simpson. These are the pieces you'll need for Homer's legs. So, begin with 2 2x3 black plates. Let's build them up with some jumper plates. I love me some jumper plates. Then let's do some black cheese slopes on the very front. It's hard to see black Lego on camera sometimes, but it's also shiny. And then on the top, 1x1 plates with clips. Big old shoes for Homer. Stick those off to the side for a moment. For the legs, 2 2x4 plates in blue, then 2x3s, then 1x2 with handles, and then cover the top up with tile. I'm using 2x2s, but you could use 1x4s, a 2x4 if you've got it. These are going to connect to the legs, like so. To connect the legs, we're going to use the all-powerful Travis brick, aka 1x1 brick with studs on all sides. So then use a 1x3 plate, put 3 blue cheese slopes on it. That is going to go on the front of the Travis brick. Then on each side, we will connect a leg. And now the next part depends on how you want this to work. The most stable connection to the body is to take a blue headlight brick and connect it on the back, and then put a tile on it. But if you want the legs to be able to twist like that from the body, then what you can do is put 2 1x1 plates there instead, and again still have that tile on the back. Then the whole thing will be able to twist. But I think it's more important to have a stable thing, so headlight brick, tile, and you can also connect the bottom here with a 1x2 blue plate. The color of the headlight brick and Travis brick doesn't matter very much because they'll be pretty unnoticeable, but blue would be the best if you could get it. So that's the legs. Right, obviously there's a little bit of the gray showing there. These are the pieces you'll need for Homer's torso. So start with a 2x3 plate in white. Stack another one on top of that. Then do a corner brick and a 1x2 brick. Then a 1x1 with stud on the front. Top of that we'll do a 1x2 brick, some 1x2 Technic bricks. Connect it all with a 2x3 plate, and then on the top we'll do a jumper plate and some 1x2 tiles. For his belly, take 3 of these 1x3 curvy downward slopes, connect them with a 1x3 plate. Connect that to the stud in the front so it lines up nicely down there. Nice little beer belly for Homer. Start with some yellow legs and stick on some 1x1 bricks with a stud on the side. Then do a 1x2 Technic brick. Cover it up with a 2x2 yellow tile. White 1x2 plate and cheese slopes on the top. And then a black Technic brick. Connects in. The other arm will be exactly the same. So legs, bricks with studs, Technic brick, plate and cheese slopes, Technic pin, and 2x2 tile. What's nice about these arms is that they can twist and his fingers can also move a little bit. So that is Homer's torso. These are the pieces you'll need to build Homer's head. So start with a 2x2 white plate, then get these 1x2 plates with the little ledge on the edge. Best approximation of his shirt collar that I could figure out. Then for a neck, do a 2x2 round plate. Then some brown headlight bricks and some brown cheese slopes for his sort of scruffle beard thingy. 1x2 plates, and then some headlight bricks here for his ears. Then we'll do the 1x2 with the hinge thing for his nose. Headlight bricks for where his eyes are going to be. Connect some eyes. And then for the back of his head, 1x2 black plate with some yellow 1x1 round plates. Be the little piece of hair he's got back there. And then for the very top, this 2x2 round dome is perfect. And if you want it to be even more accurate, you can use a Sharpie and draw some lines on the top like I did. That was the only way I could really get those little pieces of hair up there. So now you can connect all the pieces and get Homer Simpson and have him scratch his face in confusion or rub his belly in contentment, or both at the same time. Dope! So the collectible Simpsons Lego minifigures don't come out in the Lego store until May 1st, but I went by Target today and was able to pick them up, so I thought I'd give you this side-by-side comparison of the minifigs and the double figs that I built. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments telling me what you want to see me build in the future. If you like this video, here are some other how to build videos you might enjoy. Whoop! That one went flying. Lisa Simpson! That's not really a thing. And we've got Marge Simpson in all of her glory. Ah, Marge! Don't know why I'm singing her name like this. Leggy legs, legs. I'm getting silly.